What up, and welcome back to Mean Joe Video. I'm Mean Joe Grizzly, your humble video store clerk, lover of the VHS, and more importantly, I'm a movie fan just like you. And today is Halloween. Today is the spookiest day of the year, and it's my favorite holiday. And every year I have a Halloween special. Now, normally what I do is I cover one of the Halloween movies, or I give you a watch list of movies to watch on Halloween night that'll get you in the spooky spirit. But this year I want to do things a little bit different. This year I'm going to talk about a few purchases I've made over the last few weeks that are related to the Halloween franchise that are really fucking cool. One is something that I've been trying to get for a very long time, but I couldn't afford to get. One is something that I recently just found out about that I'd never heard of, and I took a really big chance, and man, did it pay off. And the other is something that is brand new and something that all of the horror community needs to support and needs to go out and buy now. So before we get started, please subscribe to the channel and hit the bell button so you can get the notifications and you'll never miss an episode. Also, please follow me on all social media platforms because that helps my channel grow and also gives you updates on new content and some horror news and stuff. The first thing that I want to talk about is something that I have been desperately trying to get for a very long time. I started collecting physical media forever ago. Like, I've always been a advocate for physical media, but I didn't really get super into it until maybe about 5 or 10 years ago. So one of the first real big physical media purchases I bought when I really started getting into it was the Scream Factory Friday the 13th box set. Now, this thing's a beast, and I loved it. It's got everything you need for a Friday the 13th fan. But then I got to digging, and I found out that they did a Halloween one. I was like, holy shit, I'm a huge Halloween fan. I've got to have a Halloween box set. I've got to have it. And I went to the website, and it was completely sold out, and it was out of print. So I was like, fuck, what do? Oh, let's go to eBay. Went to eBay, and that was a freaking lost cause because the cheapest one I found was $350, and the average price was about $500, and the largest price I seen was like $2,500. And I'm sorry, I'm not paying that. I can't afford that. And honestly, I would never pay that for a piece of media unless it's something that is like completely it's never gonna come back. It's in danger of being lost. That's when I put that kind of money down on something like that. But the other day, I just so happened to be looking through eBay, and I found what I was looking for an affordable price. Now, it had some wear and tear, but it kind of added to the charm of the box, and it kind of looks like it was intentional and it fit the box. And there was one of the discs that's got a little crack on the case. But I finally got my hands on Scream Factory's Halloween box set, the complete collection. And I gotta say, I'm not disappointed. So one of the things about this box set is that you could tell this was their first attempt at trying to tackle a big franchise. And they went through a lot of growing pains with this before they got to the Friday the 13th box set. For instance, the artwork inserts on the disc, they don't have variant or alternate versions of it. And that was very disappointing to me because almost all the Friday the 13th discs in the Friday the 13th box set had like alternate poster art as in their little inserts. And that would have been really cool to have this. Even if they commissioned somebody to make some different artwork, it would have been really cool to have that in this. So it didn't have that, and it doesn't have near the special features as the Friday the 13th box set. Again, you could tell they went through some growing pains with this. Now, it does have the little booklet with it, just like Friday the 13th had its own little booklet, and this is like a chronological, like, retrospective of the franchise, and it's written by Gingold from Fangoria. So this is pretty cool. I like this, just like I like the one with the Friday the 13th box set. As far as like the box artwork, this is also something that it's not disappointing, but because it's really fucking cool. Like you got this artwork on this side, and then you got that artwork on this side. Let's see if I can angle it where you can see it. And then right here you got the original pumpkin. Now all that's kind of cool, but it would have been nice to have like artwork from the entire franchise, like what they did with Friday the 13th. Because with Friday the 13th, they made this massive like collage of different versions of Jason from the franchise, and I really appreciated that with this, and kind of wish they'd have done that with the Halloween one. But again, growing pains. Sounds like I hate this. I don't. I think this is fucking awesome. I really think that, and this is going to make me sound like a kid, and I don't care. But one of the things that I like the most about this is the black cases. The black cases is awesome to me. It's badass. It makes these, not only these pop, but when you look at it from the perspective of if you have this sitting on your shelf, all that just goes, it just blends with the box so well. I love those black cases. They did the same thing. If you look at the Friday the 13th one, they did the same thing with these white cases. Just, I think it's badass. I get tired of the same old just blue Blu-ray. I think that they need to do this more often with just regular movies that get released. But man, 120, like I said, it's got a little wear and tear here. I can't be mad about it. I can't be. I got like there's a little crack on the Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 box. I'm not worried about it. This is cool as shit, and I cannot wait to set this on my new media shelf right beside my Friday the 13th box set. So that was the first thing that I got. The next thing I got is something that's really, really fucking cool that I really took a chance on, because honestly, it could have been a scam. I'm not really big on like marketplace on Facebook or any other social media platform. I just think that your information gets stolen a lot, and it's usually fraudulent. For those of you that don't know me, I uphold a tradition every single year where on Halloween night, I watch Halloween and Halloween 2 back to back. I'll grab some popcorn, get some comfort food like pizza, crack open a few beers, and I'll watch both of these movies back to back. And I've upheld that tradition for a couple of decades now, and I'm going to keep on upholding that tradition. And I was on a horror group, and I heard someone talk about this Mr. Sandman Cut Deluxe of Halloween 1 and 2, where someone essentially took and spliced both of those movies together into a long movie. And apparently it was seamless, a seamless transition between both of the movies. I was like, well, that sounds pretty cool and all, but is it worth me like going after or anything like that? And then I got to doing a little more research about the guy who did it. His name is Roy Dam, and Roy Dam is part of Mod Media Group. I don't know if he is Mod Media or if he is part of a group, but Mod Media is what he is. And he apparently took those two movies, he spliced them together, he took all deleted scenes from both movies, put them back in a order that makes complete sense. He took all of the TV only scenes from both movies and put them in a way where all of them make sense. And then he transitioned both of the movies together perfectly, and even took the score and modified the score to where the score just carries over flawlessly. What Roy Dam has done with this is he has essentially created the quintessential perfect way to enjoy both of these movies, to the point that now that I've watched it, this is the only way that I'm going to be able to watch these movies again. I don't know if that's a curse or if that's a blessing. But either way, it is the definitive way to watch both of those films. He even gets to a point where, with the end credits, because he switches up the end credits, and he does something different with it that I never would have thought would be cool, and it was fucking badass. I don't want to tell you because I don't want to spoil it for you, because if you buy this, you're going to watch it and be like, man, that's so fucking cool. He also has somewhat of an end credit scene too, and I thought that was pretty cool too. So if you're a fan of Halloween and Halloween 2 like I am, then you have to buy this. So make sure you reach out to Roy Dam. You can find him on Facebook. Just send him a message, and he'll send you a copy for a price. And it's a very reasonable price. And get you a copy of this today, because I'm giving Halloween, the Mr. Sandman Cut Deluxe, a 4.75 out of 5. It's almost perfect. And that's something that you can't find anymore. Next is something new that I feel like all horror fans should go out and buy just to support, because it's fucking cool. There's this company called Boss Team Games, I believe it's called, and they have released this game called Retro Realms, and it has 2 games in one. It is Ash vs. the Evil Dead, and it is Halloween. And apparently they cross over, but I haven't gotten that far yet, nor have I really played the Evil Dead portion yet. But I have played the Halloween portion, and it is awesome. I love this game. I'm having so much freaking fun playing it. I don't really understand the hate it's getting, because I've seen a lot of people that were super disappointed by this game, and I'm like, this game's fun. It's a side-scrolling 2D platformer that has hack and slash elements to it. And it's just fun. You go in, you kill all your enemies and stuff. As Michael, you get like cool move sets, you get upgrades, stuff like that. There's a mode where you can transverse into a demonic realm to get past a certain point in the level that you normally couldn't get past. It's all pretty damn cool. And the thing that I think the most cool about it is we don't get games with these big franchise characters anymore. Halloween hasn't had a game since the Atari, and that game sucked. Even for the Atari standards, you can forgive some Atari stuff, but man, that shit sucks. So when you get a new game to play these horror characters on that you love, we need to support it. And this ain't some shitty mobile game, and it's not some dumb little puzzle game that just so happens to feature Michael or Jason. This is a game based off of 2 big horror franchises that are awesome. Yeah, we've had Dead by Daylight where you have character packs and stuff that have, like, you know, Leatherface, Michael Myers, you know, Freddy Krueger, all the big horror icons, but Dead by Daylight's not everybody's cup of tea. You know, Call of Duty has like skins that you can get for your characters that are horror based. That's not everybody's cup of tea either. No one wants to buy a Call of Duty just to spend $50 on skins. It's just not what people want. And of course you had Friday the 13th. That server got shut down. You got the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and you also have the Evil Dead game. But all those games are like the same fucking game. So to me, it's a breath of fresh air that we get this new type of game based on a horror property that I love. And I'm having a good time playing it. And I feel like that maybe if we as a community come together and support it, maybe we'll get more. Maybe we'll get a Candyman game. That'd be cool as shit to get a Candyman game like this. Maybe we'll get an Alien game. Maybe we'll get something like Nightmare on Elm Street again, or Friday the 13th in a 2D setting. That'd be awesome. So I feel like that all of the horror community should be buying this game and should be supporting it so that we can get more in the future. So go to your marketplace, on whatever platform that you use, go buy this game, support it. I'm giving it a 4.5 out of 5. It's fun. Go support it. Well, we're going to bring this Halloween special to an end. I know that was quick and short. had to throw something together this year because I really don't have a lot of time right now to really focus on a retro review or anything like that. So I just want to talk about some of the cool stuff that I bought that was related to Halloween. Right now, I'm revamping the Grizzly Cave. I'm trying to make y'all a really cool set to look at when I bring y'all content because I want to do more live videos, which reminds me, this has been very awkward for me. I'm not good at going live. I jump on TikTok and put up my out of theater reactions, but as far as like sitting here and actually talking to y'all for a extended period of time, it's not something I normally like to do, guys. It's kind of got me real nervous, so bear with me and thank y'all for supporting me. Like I said, for the last half of this year, there is going to be some changes to the brand. I'm going to niche down a little bit. Some stuff's going to go away forever. Some stuff's going to get overhauled to where it's more presentable and less time consuming. Going to be a lot of changes. So stay tuned for all that. Hopefully the set will be done by the beginning of the year because I got a lot of cool shit. I ain't got nowhere to fucking put it. And I want to display it so I can show y'all all the cool stuff and share that my love for all this stuff that I like to talk about. So with all that being said, thank you all for your support. Thank you for watching the first ever live video that I've done. And remember, I'm Joe Grizzly, bitch.